Hello, welcome to part 4 of the folio. The first thing I'm going to do today is get this notebook done, but I kind of decided I'm not going to put a cover on it. I'm going to put the loose pages straight in because it's going to make things a lot easier for whoever gets this. They can take out the pages and swap them in for a new one. I did notice, however, I'm not quite level here. I've got less room here than I have here, so I need to be really careful when I do my holes. They look like they're in the middle. I'm not quite sure why they didn't work out. I've cut these pages to go inside the stitching, and I'm gonna take my first one, line this up. Like I said, very technical method I'm using here. I'm going to take my pen, do my circles, and use that one as my guide. Bring in my crocodile, and I think I'm going to do half the batch at a time. I've just used a mix of tea-dyed papers for this. And then I'm going to use this one as a guide again. And put this together. So lift that one up and lift that one up. This comes off and these will all slot on. So this goes on top. That one will close and they'll slide over, and that one closes and they slide over. And it's really easy to add additional pages, but that's pretty simple. And of course our little magnets will hold the top of our notepad down. So that's actually worked out really well. This is probably a good time to say this is going to be a giveaway. I'm not going to give information out until the very last video, but you have to have commented on videos in order to be entered. I'll explain in the last part, but yeah, this is going to be a giveaway. Now I'm going to show you what I've done. I cut out a piece of scrapbook card for the front, made a pocket and made a pocket here, and I simply stitched around that. Here there is a little Tim Holtz image, and I used the impresslets, 3D impresslets, to make this frame, and I used another piece of scrap cardstock. I inked it and then I just put a little bit of gold on there. So it's really simple, but that is our cover so far. So we've got our notepad. It's obviously going to be a little bit flappy. I could have put a little tuck at the bottom to tie that up, but I quite like it like that. Just give you an idea. Let me grab something. These are some tags I made in a video a long time ago. So there is going to be a tag in here. And obviously I'm not sure what tag yet, but there'll be a tag here and there'll be some little bits and pieces in there, so that will actually embellish this front cover even more. This yesterday, and in a similar way I have pre-cut some pieces for the inside, because I've decided I've completely lost my thread now, completely gone. I have some thread. I'm just going to cut off a piece bigger than I need and tuck this under here. I want everything to be removable and reusable. So I measured here and cut a piece of cardstock. This was a piece of 8x8 actually, from an 8x8 pad, and it fits perfectly. So all I did was fold it in half and inked it. I will sew around the edge of this, but what I'm going to do is just let me line this up. I'm going to tie a knot. I don't want this overly tight. I'm going to use my awl to hold that down while I tie the second knot. Okay, that's got quite a bit of give in it, so I'm going to get a few pages in there. This is going to slot in here. Cut off some of this extra string. And then I have some papers. For this, I also have some vintage notebook papers, and I'm going to just make a little kind of mini notebook for this section here. So that is going to be on that spine. Now this spine, I have cut the string, and I want two pieces here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that in for a second and turn this over. I'm not going to try and do anything fancy. I don't want to bend this fabric because I've used a pretty good glue for this. This spine is quite sturdy, and I did just cut the book cloth and add the fabric. I did nothing else. It's just the fabric and it's glued. So I have my two pieces here. I have simply made, this was a 12 by 12. I cut to the height. I scored it at 6. Actually, I didn't cut this one tight. This is the full 12 by 12. I scored it at 6 inches and then 25 centimetres, the height of my book. And I've made a very, very simple insert. Now I'm going to sew all the way around this insert so it can go in here. I'm going to move that one aside and show you the second insert. Again, this was a piece of 12 by 12. I cut it to my height and scored down the middle. So that's the first part. This is another piece. I just cut it to the height. I've done it all by eye, and I made this flap which will go over here. This piece is going to be sewn like that across the edge, so there's a little pocket, a little slip there. I cut a pocket for the inside, and then for here I just literally, none of this is measured. It's really difficult. You just need to make sure it's going to fit. And I've got a pocket there. So I'm going to sew around here. Whoever gets this as their giveaway, they're going to have room to continue to make things. I mean, you could put another pocket here. There's loads of possibilities, but I'm going to keep this fairly simple so it can be added to. So I have these pieces to sew. I am also going to sew around this cover. So I'm going to sew all of this and pop back. I have all the pieces sewn now. So this one, I just need to cut these threads. What I did was I sewed along here and along here, and along here. When it was in place, this pocket is now not hindered by that. Now what I could do is glue this little edge of the pocket, so I am going to do that. I'm just going to pop a little line of glue along there and there. I didn't want to sew it into place, but I've just made a tiny little V cut so that closes nicely. That one is done. That one is just the little notebook cover, so that's done. Quite a long thread there. Now this one, okay, I stitched along this edge first and along that edge on the flap, and then I thought I'd glued this before I sewed, but I clearly didn't. Just so when you put things in this pocket, they don't slide straight out of the other side. So that's done. Now I'm gonna glue and that's going to go in the middle here. And this one is going to go on the front. Actually, I'm going to use a bit of tape for this one. That's our second insert done. Now let's put these into place. It's really coming together. This is not going to have, maybe that's going to have to go on the inside actually. Not sure, might still add something to this actually. Certainly something decorative. Got those threads. I think I'm going to have it that way. I'm going to use some kind of binder clip on that. And this is going to up under here. I'll be able to slide some images in there. I actually cut out an extra frame, so I might do something with that when we decorate, which is actually going to be, by the looks of it, the very next video. So these inserts can be used for anything. They could be used as junk journal inserts. They could go in all sorts of things. They don't have to go in a folio like this. So that closes, and this closes, and we still have a nice amount of room on here. I'm really pleased with how this is coming along. I really am. Another part done. I might have to put some kind of clip on that too. We will see. I'm not going to put too many pages in there because we have the notebook here. Right. Thank you for joining me for part 4. Sorry it was a quick one. I think the next thing is to decorate. There's obviously a little bit of ink in places, but I'm really happy with how it's coming along. The closure is probably going to be a very simple closure, and like I said, this is going to be a giveaway, so watch out for that. I will see you all again soon. Thank you so much for continuing to watch. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.